Yeah, you probably shouldn't be standing on the hood you're unbolting.
Hey, you know what? It's not like I got many options. Not like it's low to the ground. My ladder doesn't quite reach to where I need it to go.
Can we lift the top side creeper?
No. What's this Zerk fitting deal here that goes up?
I'll have to hop over there in a second, look at that. So this hood's going to have to come off with that stack in place. We can't get the stack off right now. So we're going to lift this thing all the way over it. It's going to be fun. Just out of there. It's a lot easier to do with two free hands. Got it. That's probably hot. You want to grab that for me? Yes?
I ain't touching that.
So we got that guard off the back. Now we can start on getting this hydraulic cooler off. So this thing is getting stripped, so that engine's going to come straight out the back here. So all of this has to come off. And it all looks heavy.
No, it's fine. Almost half.
It's almost ½ inch. Yeah, there's a few hundred pounds just in this.
It's about a 16th over 3/8.
It's a lot of weight just in that radiator cover. Yeah, try to get that stack out of there.
Yeah, I just pulled on it a ton.
Yeah, but I wasn't recording, so if you got hurt, no one else would know. Now they will.
Thanks, Tyler. I appreciate that.
Well, Chris has this amazing ability to get hurt in the dumbest ways while doing stuff, but we never get it on video. Do you want to tell him the story of the cheetah tank now?
No, I don't like that cheetah tank.
Chris made a cheetah tank out of a 30-gallon air compressor.
It's in the other building.
He was kneeling over it with the hose between his legs, and he hit the valve full flow to try to set a bead on a tire. The hose came up, lifted Chris like 3 feet in the air by his nuts, caused him to do a backflip, and his hat ended up on the roof.
That was not a good day.
It took everything I had to ask, "Are you okay?" through the laughing. It was so funny. It's okay though.
Like 10 years ago.
Yeah, he's having a kid, so apparently everything still works.
Yeah,
I had a kid. I want to see that.
So now that we have the hood off up here, I think the plan is we are going to take the elbow out of the turbo off, The stack and everything else is bolted to the chassis of the tractor, so that can all stay. We're going to start getting coolant drained so we can get the radiator and the hydraulic cooler out of the back here. After that, this engine only has a couple wires and a few lines that run to it. We should be ready to just pick it up and pull it straight out the back of the tractor. Should. Probably. Maybe. Around here, you never know. So I've been working on getting this side disassembled. Got our lines here tucked off to the side out of the oil filter housing. Lower radiator hose is off. I pulled the heater hoses out. I'm not sure what exactly this coolant line went to. I think the crosser's over to the other side, but that's off. Upper radiator hose is out. We've disconnected the lines out of the coolant reservoir. Coolant filter's been disconnected. Actually didn't have to disconnect that, but it was in the way of getting the upper radiator hose out. We're making some progress getting stuff undone here. We're kind of trying to do everything we can to wait to get the cooling pack out, because the cooling pack looks heavy and not very fun. Exhaust elbow's off. It's probably going to need a new pipe too, because I just covered myself in stuff. But a good part of that flange is just rotted off of it. But it's coming apart. That's what the ring gear looks like in there and why we have to tear this thing apart. There are just no teeth left on it. Starter's pretty chewed up too. What we ended up finding is they only had 2 of the 3 bolts on here, and when you hit the starter, this thing would just kick sideways out this way because this bolt was missing. So that side loading is what ended up causing all those teeth in there to get worn out. There's, I think, 5 or 6 teeth we were able to find on this entire ring gear. There's just none left. Got the radiator guard off. All we have left is the hydraulic lines on the hydraulic cooler back here, and then the cooling pack is ready to come out next. So we've been fighting those. They're trying to twist the line. They're not wanting to break loose. So that'll be our next fight. But we're trying to limit the amount of time we have the door open today with the wind chill. I think it's 2 degrees outside today. So trying to keep the door closed as much as we can. Also, your Milwaukee Impact makes a great mount for your tripod. So I have to go pick somebody up today, so this is going to be the end of me helping Chris out on this. He should have this motor out tonight if everything goes as planned, so if so, just check out his channel. he'll have a video up. If not, I'll be back out here tomorrow to help finish it. But this thing is close to coming out. I don't see why it won't be out tonight.